South Africa T20 League 2025 to 2026. All matches final schedule with timetable. Match number 1. MI Cape Towns vs Durban Super Giants. Starting date 26 December 2025. Timing 9 pm. Venue Cape Town. Match number 2. Pretoria Capitals vs Joburg Super Kings. Starting date 27 December 2025. Timing 4:30 pm. Venue Centurion. Match number 3. Paarl Royals vs Sunrisers Eastern Capes. Starting date 27 December 2025. Timing 9 pm. Venue Boland Park. Match number 4. Durban Super Giants vs MI Cape Town. Starting date 28 December 2025. Timing 7 pm. Venue Durban. Match number 5. Sunrisers Eastern Capes vs Pretoria Capitals. Starting date 29 December 2025. Timing 9 pm. Venue Gqeberha Park. Match number 6. Durban Super Giants vs Joburg Super Kings. Starting date 30 December 2025. Timing 9 pm. Venue Durban. Match number 7. Sunrisers Eastern Capes vs Paarl Royals. Starting date 31 December 2025. Timing 4:30 pm. Venue Gqeberha Park. Match number 8. MI Cape Town vs Pretoria Capitals. Starting date 31 December 2025. Timing 9 pm. Venue Cape Town. Match number 9. Joburg Super Kings vs Durban Super Giants. Starting date 1 January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Johannesburg. Match number 10. Paarl Royals vs MI Cape Town. Starting date 2 January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Boland Park. Match number 11. Joburg Super Kings vs Sunrisers Eastern Capes. Starting date 3 January 2026. Timing 4:30 pm. Venue Johannesburg. Match number 12. Pretoria Capitals vs Durban Super Giants. Starting date 3 January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Centurion. Match number 30. MI Cape Town vs Paarl Royals. Starting date 4th January 2026. Timing 7 pm. Venue Cape Town. Match number 40. Pretoria Capitals vs Sunrisers Eastern Capes. Starting date 5th January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Centurion. Match number 50. MI Cape Town vs Joburg Super Kings. Starting date 6th January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Cape Town. Match number 60. Durban Super Giants vs Pretoria Capitals. Starting date 7th January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Durban. Match number 70. Joburg Super Kings vs Paarl Royals. Starting date 8th January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Johannesburg. Match number 80. Durban Super Giants vs Sunrisers Eastern Capes. Starting date 9th January 2026. Timing 9 pm. Venue Durban. Match number 90. Paarl Royals vs Pretoria Capital. Starting date 10th January 2026. Timing 4:30 p.m. Venue Boland Park. Match number 20. Joburg Super Kings vs MI Cape Town. Starting date 10th January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue Johannesburg. Match number 21. Sunrisers Eastern Capes vs Durban Super Giants. Starting date 11th January 2026. Timing 7 p.m. Venue George Park. Match number 22. Pretoria Capitals vs MI Cape Town. Starting date 12th January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue Centurion. Match number 23. Paarl Royals vs Durban Super Giants. Starting date 30 January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue Boland Park. Match number 24. Sunrisers Eastern Capes vs Joburg Super Kings. Starting date 40 January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue George Park. Match number 25. Pretoria Capitals vs Paarl Royals. Starting date 15th January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue Centurion. Match number 26. MI Cape Town vs Sunrisers Eastern Capes. Starting date 16th January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue Cape Town. Match number 27. Durban Super Giants vs Paarl Royals. Starting date 17th January 2026. Timing 4:30 p.m. Venue Durban. Match number 28. Joburg Super Kings vs Pretoria Capital. Starting date 17th January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue Johannesburg. Match number 29. Sunrisers Eastern Capes vs MI Cape Town. Starting date 18th January 2026. Timing 7 p.m. Venue George Park. Match number 30. Paarl Royals vs Joburg Super Kings. Starting date 19th January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Venue Boland Park. Match number 31. Qualifier 1. Starting date 21 January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Match number 32. Eliminator match. Starting date 22 January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Match number 33. Qualifier 2. Starting date 23 January 2026. Timing 9 p.m. Match number 34. Final match. Starting date 25 January 2026. Timing 7 p.m.